Hello everyone. So I am here today with someone you have not seen probably since his box opening. And I am here today with a guy who I keep calling Annie, so I'm just going to call him that until I'm probably just going to keep calling him that. But anyway, I've been calling him Annie like all day. So, which is like kind of a shortened version of Hannigan, which is his actual name. But yeah, you probably haven't seen him since his box opening. It's my brown tan Soom Dia boy. And I have finally given him a new face up after the last face up debacle. If you did not hear about that debacle, I had given him a face up previously. And I guess I must have just rushed too fast on the last steps because his sealant started peeling and I tried to fix it and it just got worse and worse and worse, and to the point where I absolutely ruined the face up and had to wipe it. And I loved that face up and it took me so long to do. But he now has a new one, and if I'm to be honest with myself, I actually like this face up a lot better. I was able to fix some things and add some things, and basically, I don't know, this one just came out better. So, I mean, sometimes things work out, but yeah, he had a previous face up, got ruined. I put him aside for I think it's been a couple months now. And I just this past Saturday did a new face up on him, and I finished it Sunday, but I really wanted his eyelashes to dry, so I just let them sit. And then yet last night I finally put them back together, and I put them back together, and I hate admitting this, but I put them back together and I hated him. Oh my god, guys, it was so bad. I absolutely hated him. And now I do, but at the time I did not know why I hated him so much. I would look at him and just get pissed, and then wonder if I actually wondered right before I went to bed. I looked over at him again because I can see him from my bed, and I actually wondered to myself if I should have bought him. I was just that frustrated, and that is actually not a good thing, in my opinion, to think about any doll you own, but it is true. I was just that frustrated. But today, I kept thinking about him and thinking about him, and a realization hit me that, first of all, when I do doll stuff when I'm sick, which I was yesterday, I was sick and I was exhausted because I had I've been busy since last Thursday, just non-stop busy, and I usually don't have that happen. So I was tired and frustrated and sick, and I probably should not have put them together when I was feeling that way. That's for starters. But for seconders, the biggest problem with him I had is the problem I had with my Doll Chateau Pierre and Olivia. When they arrived, well, before they arrived, I came up with, ideas of how they would look. I bought them wigs around that idea and clothes, and I was so excited because I was like, this is how they're going to look, this is what I'm going to do for face-ups, this is blah, 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 blah. Oh, I was excited. Then they got here, and I tried to do all these things, and they rejected every single idea I threw on them, to the point where, again, like I was with him, I was just super frustrated, like, why did I buy them? And coincidentally, he, just like them, were an impulse buy. I have been wanting a Soom Dia boy, like, forever, which, that sounds weird when I have a Sard, but at the same time, I don't know, I just really wanted a Soom Dia boy. And I've been wanting one forever, and when they released him in brown tan, I was like, I have to. I couldn't resist him in that color. Like, I just could not. So but at the time though, I had never really had a full idea of what to do if I got a Soom Dia boy. So that's why I just hadn't got one for all this time. But when he came along, I knew I just had to do it because I knew I'd regret it and secondhand prices would be ridiculous. And so I did impulse buy him at that time with nothing in mind for him. But then I created a character just like I did for my Dolls to Toe dolls. But now that he is here and now with a face up, he has a different, not a different personality, but a different outward appearance than I was expecting. Like, for instance, I was expecting him to have red hair. I even bought him a red wig. But I actually like brighter wigs on him. And the red I got is not bright. It's kind of like a burgundy-ish red. Like, I really like him in this blonde one, though this blonde wig is a hot mess, so because I actually cut some stuff off of it. So I'm actually going to get him a new wig from Spite and Malice as soon as I get the funds. And I think I'm going to go like with a really wild color for him. But as long as it's bright, I think I will just absolutely adore it. On top of that, I had a different style in mind for him. In regards to his clothing, I thought he'd be kind of conservative. But I guess with this sort of face up, I don't know why I was expecting that. But he ended up temporarily, he's wearing this shirt and with the black tank under it and the galaxy tights that are alias that don't really fit him too well, but they work temporarily. I'm actually going to get him a new outfit from another dimension that I'm really excited to get. I cannot wait to get it, but I kind of have to because it's an expensive outfit, but it will be worth it if it looks the way it does in my head on him. But so he'll be needing that, and I'm also going to get him new brighter eyes. The eyes he has in, or the ones he came with, they're blue silicone eyes from Soom, and they are beautiful. I love them, and I wanted him to have these eyes, and they don't actually look bad in him, so that's not my problem with them. The problem with them is that I really want him to have bright eyes, like bright green or something eyes. I'm not sure what color yet, but something bright. He's also one of my demon characters, and a while back I had told you guys about the demons I was tentatively calling the Hollows, which I can't call them the Hollows because I forgot that's from Bleach, so I decided not to call them that. They're called, well, they're called by many names. We would call them demons. They call themselves, most people from like the other world, as I call like mages and vampires and stuff, call them the in-betweens, because they are in between their whatever they used to be, which could be human, fae, mage, whatever, and what they had been turned into. So they're in between two species, so to speak. And I've decided that they have weird eyes. Eyes we would consider weird, but not necessarily black, gray, or white. I mostly decided that because of Era's dolls. You've probably seen them. They're based on black and white chess pieces. And every time I thought about getting like black, white, or gray eyes for my dolls, I would think of those chess piece characters, and I'm like, I don't want other people to do that too. So I decided that their eyes would just be odd, and in mirrors, if you were to catch them looking in a mirror or something like that, you would see their true eyes, which could be black, white, or gray depending. So that's what I'm thinking for that. But he's one of those characters, so he needs weirder eyes than just plain blue eyes. I'm going to figure out what kind and hopefully be able to order those soon. But yeah, he's going to be a project, and hopefully you won't get tired of hearing about him, because I don't know, right now I just keep wanting to talk about him and think about him and everything, because it's so weird how last night I felt versus how I feel today. Today, I adore him. I think it's because he's providing a challenge, but it's a challenge that I can take on, and it's a challenge that I know how to work with, versus my Dolls to Toe dolls, who, while I now have a direction for them and know who they are, when they rejected every idea I had for them, I just fell into a slump with them and almost sold them. Like, if I had not decided to wipe their face ups and try again at their face ups, just for the heck of it, I just one day decided to do that, they would have been sold. And thinking back on that, that would have sucked, because I love them now. And I did not want to think that about this boy here, because selling him would be kind of ridiculous. I'd never get him back. Because, like, I've seen what they go for on the secondhand marketplace, and I'm like, it would be so weird to sell him, to sell this beautiful boy, and then for what I would think is a fair price, which would be probably what I paid for him plus shipping, you know. But so it'd be so weird to sell him for that, but then regret it and then buy him back for far more than what I sold him for and bought him for in the first place. No logic. There'd be no logic in that. So he's staying, and he's just different than what I imagined, and I can't wait to get his stuff. I'll keep you updated on that. I think I'm going to it turns out you can order from another dimension through Taobao, so I may be joining a Taobao group order to get that. And I also found shoes to go with it I'm in love with these shoes. I don't even know why I'm in love with them, but I am. And so I'm thinking I might get those as well. They're also through Taobao. I don't know. I'm just really excited about this boy right now, and I hope I can order his stuff sooner rather than later, because I know just things take forever. And I kind of don't want to wait too long on him. I wish I had figured him out sooner, because I would have bought him stuff by now, but I thought I had him all figured out, but no, he just had to be rude. But here is my boy, not looking too shabby, but he could be better. But hopefully you like him, and hopefully I'll have more to share about him soon, because I'm right now trying to work out his character before I get his wife home. I imagine their dynamic as like playful, and he thinks she's the utmost like perfect human being in the world, though she's not a human being. And I don't know, but that's all I really have on him right now. But I definitely want to know more about him, so hopefully you'll want to too. And yes, I do call him Annie. So you can call him that too if you'd like. I don't know why I started calling him that. I couldn't tell you. But yeah, so there he is. There's my boy. And sorry for rambling for so long about him, but I don't know. I was so frustrated about him that I just wanted to talk stuff out. So thank you so much if you watched this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.